Hello students, today I will explain you another remaining topic of solution, solubility, Henry law, vapor pressure, Raoult's law, ideal and non-ideal solution. First of all, we explain the solubility. The amount of solute in gram dissolved in unit volume of particular solvent to form saturated solution at given temperature and pressure called solubility. Its unit is gram per liter or mole per liter. Some factor affect the solubility. Out of these, first factor is nature of solvent and solute. We know that like dissolve like. For example, polar solvent, polar solute are soluble in polar solvent. Like water is the polar solvent. In water, the polar solute like NaCl is easily dissolved and form the solution. Non-polar solute are soluble in non-polar solvent. Another factor is temperature. In case of the endothermic reaction, the solubility increase on increasing temperature, but in case of the exothermic reaction, solubility decrease on increasing the temperature. That means it is inversely proportional to temperature. Another factor is pressure. The pressure is studied in gaseous solution. In case of gaseous state, the solubility increase when pressure increase. The effect of the pressure on solubility of gas explained by Henry law. According to Henry, at constant temperature, the solubility of gas in liquid directly proportional to partial pressure of that gas above liquid surface, and mathematically it is expressed as M directly proportional to P gas, M equals to KHP gas, where M is the solubility of gas in gram, KH is the Henry constant. The another definition of Henry law in term of the partial pressure and mole fraction is expressed as the partial pressure of a gas above the liquid surface is directly proportional to mole fraction of gas in solution. Mathematically, it is expressed as partial pressure of gas is directly proportional to zeta gas. That means the partial pressure of gas P equals to KH zeta gas. P is the partial pressure of the gas, zeta is the mole fraction of gas. The value of KH and unit of KH find by this formula, KH equals to P upon zeta. Zeta is a mole concept which is unitless. Zeta is a mole concept which is unitless. Therefore, the unit of KH is similar to partial pressure, that is ATM, bar, mmHg and Pascal. Let us solve some question based on Henry law. KH for CO2 at 298 Kelvin is 1.67 into 10 to the power 8 Pascal. Calculate the mass of CO2 dissolved in 500 ml soda. CO2 at 2.5 atm pressure of CO2 at 298 Kelvin. In this numerical, the volume of the water is given. In case of the water, the density D equals to m upon V. The density equals to 1. In case of the water, the density equals to 1. Therefore, the volume is equal to the mass. Due to that reason, the mass of the water is 500 gram and the molar mass of the water is 18 AMU, and the value of KH is given in Pascal, and the pressure of the CO2 gas in soda is given in ATM. The value of ATM is converted into Pascal by using this data. 2.5 ATM equals to 2.5 into 10 to 2.5 into 1.013 into 10 to the power 3 Pascal. The solution is very dilute, therefore the value of NCO2 is very less than NH2O. Due to that reason, the value of NCO2 is neglected from denominator of this equation, and new equation is zeta gas equal to NCO2 upon NH2O. NCO2 is found by dividing the mass of CO2 and molar mass of CO2. The molar mass of the CO2 is 44 and mass of H2O is 500 gram and molar mass of H2O is 18. These values putting in this formula and find the mole fraction. The value of NCO2 upon NH2 equals to 1 upon 7 into 10 to the power minus 2. Let the mass of CO2 is x gram. The mass of CO2 is x gram. Molar mass is 444. Molar mass of CO2 44. These values putting in equation x upon 44, 500 upon 18 equals to 1 upon 7 into 10 to the power minus 2. The value of x is equal to 1.7 gram. That means the 1.7 gram of CO2 is present in 500 gram of soda. Now I will explain you the vapor pressure. The vapor pressure of solution never talk about we never talk about vapor pressure in open container, because in case of open container the vapor are escaped. In closed container, if a liquid is heated, then it convert into vapor, and the following equilibrium. The equilibrium is formed in between the liquid and vapor. By the evaporation of liquid, the vapors are formed, and by the condensation of vapors, liquid is formed. Due to that reason, the following equilibrium in between the liquid and vapor is formed. Therefore, the vapor pressure is defined as at equilibrium state, the liquid at equilibrium state of liquid and vapor phase, the pressure of vapors above liquid surface is called vapor pressure. The pressure of vapors which produced by the liquid above liquid surface is called vapor pressure of solvent or liquid. Some factor affect the vapor pressure of any liquid. Vapor pressure does not depends upon shape and size of container. It depends upon the nature of container, and the nature of container depends upon the attraction force between the molecule. The vapor pressure of solution is inversely proportional to attraction force between the molecule. In case of the water and ethyl alcohol, the vapor pressure of the water is less than ethyl alcohol, because in case of the water, one water molecule associate with 4 hydrogen bond, but in case of ethyl alcohol, only 1 hydrogen bond is present in one molecule. Due to that reason, the vapor pressure of water is less than vapor pressure of ethyl alcohol. Another factor is vapor pressure of any liquid is directly proportional to temperature. That means on increasing the temperature, the formation of vapor is increased due to the vapor pressure is also increased. We take a solution having volatile solute and solvent. We take a solution having volatile solute and solvent. In this container, the pure A liquid is present. In this container, pure B liquid is present. Is known as solvent and B is known as solute. After the mixing of these two compound or component, a solution is prepared. In this solution, the partial vapor pressure of A component is mentioned by PA and partial vapor pressure of B component is mentioned by PB. And in pure state, the vapor pressure of A is denoted by P naught A and vapor pressure of B is denoted by P naught B. The vapor pressure explained on the basis of Raoult's law. Raoult's law is applicable for two conditions. First of all, Raoult's law for solution of volatile liquid. That means in this solution, the volatile solute is present in volatile solvent. At this condition, the Raoult's law defines as in a solution of two volatile liquid, the partial vapor pressure of each component is directly proportional to the mole fraction of that component. In a solution of two volatile liquid, the partial pressure of each component is directly proportional to the mole fraction of that component. The partial pressure of A component in case of the solution is directly proportional to zeta A, mole fraction of A. Similarly, PB, partial pressure of B is directly proportional to zeta B. PA equals to P naught A zeta A, PB equals to P naught B zeta B. P naught A and P naught B are the vapor pressure in pure state. It's shown in this figure, and P naught B is the vapor pressure of B compound in pure state. The total vapor pressure of solution is defined by using the Dalton's law. P total equals to partial pressure of A and partial pressure of B. It also written by this equation. Another term of the Raoult's law, if the non-volatile solute is present in volatile solvent. Non-volatile solute is present in volatile solvent. The sum area of surface is covered by non-volatile solute. Due to that reason, the formation of the vapor pressure is reduced. At this condition, the vapor pressure of solution is equal to the vapor pressure of the partial vapor pressure of A component, because the A is the solvent which is volatile in nature and B is the solute which is non-volatile in nature. That means the partial vapor pressure of B is equal to 0 because B is the non-volatile. It is defined as vapor pressure of solute containing non-volatile solute, vapor pressure of solution containing non-volatile solute, vapor pressure of solution containing non-volatile solute at given temperature is directly proportional to mole fraction of solvent only. Only mole fraction of solvent पर depend करेगा. Vapor pressure of solution equals to PA plus PB. In that case, the value of the PB equals to 0 because B is the solid which does not convert into vapor on heating. Therefore, the vapor pressure of solution equal to the partial vapor pressure of A component. It written as PA equals to P naught AXA. This is the equation number first. We know that from mole fraction equation XA plus XB equals to 1. xa equals to 1 minus xb. The value of xa, putting equation first, we get pa equals to p naught a 1 minus xb. By solving these equation, we get xb equals to p naught a minus ps upon p naught a. In equation second, p naught a minus pa equal to lowering in vapor pressure, and p naught a minus pa upon p naught a is known as relative lowering of vapor pressure. From equation second, Raoult's law state as the relative lowering of vapor pressure is equal to the mole fraction of the solute. The relative lowering of vapor pressure is equal to the mole fraction of solute. In case of non-volatile solute, Raoult's law is applicable only for very dilute solution up to 5% concentration. Therefore, zeta b equals to nb upon na plus nb. The value of nb is very less because the concentration is maximum 5%. Very less, therefore it denoted from denominator, and the value of zeta b is written as wb upon na. In case of vapor phase, the mole fraction of a and b component is calculated by using the equation ya equals to pa upon pa plus pb, that means the total vapor pressure of the solution, by b equals to pb upon pa plus pb, that means the vapor pressure of total vapor pressure of solution. Now let us solve some numerical problem based on Raoult's law. A vapor pressure of liquid capital A and capital B are 450 and 700 mmHg at 350 Kelvin respectively. Find out the composition of the liquid mixture if the total vapor pressure is 600 mmHg, and also find the composition of the vapor phase. In this numerical, the meaning of the composition is mole fraction. In this numerical, the meaning of the composition is mole fraction. That means we find the mole fraction in liquid or vapor phase both. Given values are given P naught A equals to 450 mmHg, PB equals to 700 mmHg. Total vapor pressure PS equals to, PS means vapor pressure of solution, equals to 600 mmHg. In this numerical, only vapor pressure are given. We know that from Raoult's law, the total vapor pressure is equals to the partial pressure of A and partial pressure of B. So P total equals to P naught A zeta A plus P naught B zeta B. P naught A zeta A, P naught B zeta B. We know that from equation of partial vapor pressure, zeta A plus zeta B equals to 1. So zeta B equals to 1 minus zeta A. Then PT, total vapor pressure, equal to P naught A zeta A plus P naught B 1 minus zeta A. 1 minus zeta A. The value of total vapor pressure is this. P naught is P naught A 450, P naught B 700. These value putting in this equation, 600 equals to 450 zeta A plus 700 minus 1 minus zeta A. 600 equals to 450 zeta A plus 700 minus 700 zeta A. तो क्या होगा कि 700 सब्ट्रैक्टेड माइनस सब्ट्रैक्शन 600 इक्वल्स टू 700 zeta A minus 450 zeta A. 100 equals to 250 zeta A. Zeta A equals to 100 upon 250. 100 upon 250 equals to 0.4 equal to 2 upon 5. From this equation we find the value of zeta B. तो zeta B equals to 1 minus zeta A. तो zeta B, the value of zeta B equals to 1 minus 0.4 equal to 0.6 equal to 3 upon 5. In case of vapor phase, then the value of zeta A is 0.4 and the value of zeta B in 0.6 in liquid phase. But in case of vapor phase, the mole fraction or composition of solvent and solute is found as in vapor phase YA equals to PA upon PA plus PB, P naught A zeta A, P naught A zeta A plus P naught B zeta B. The value of P naught A zeta A, P naught B zeta B are putting in this equation. So YA equals to P naught A is 450 into 0.4, 450 into 2 upon 5 into 700 into 3 upon 5. After solving these data, it will come out 1800 180 upon 180 plus 2 upon 5, ये कैंसिल होगा और 90 ये मिलेगा हमें और ये 420. तो रिजल्ट मिलेगा हमें 180 अपॉन 600 इक्वल टू 3 upon 10 equal to 0.3. We know that YA plus YB equals to 1. तो YB equals to 1 minus YA, 1 minus 0.3 equal to 0.7. 0.7. The mole fraction of A component in vapor phase is 0.3 and the mole fraction of B component is 0.7. Now another numerical question is, calculate the mass of non-volatile solute. Molar mass is 40 gram per mole, which should be dissolved in 114 gram octane to reduce its vapor pressure of 80%. Molar mass of octane equals to 114 mu. It find with the help of the molar mass of octane C8H20, C8 carbon. So molar mass of octane is 114 mu. Given value is given P naught A equals to 100%, PA equals to 80%. So from Raoult's law, having the non-volatile solute, we know that P naught A minus PS upon P naught A equals to होता है XB. तो P naught A is 100 minus 80 upon 100 equal to XB. $20 upon 100 equals to XB. XB equals to NB upon NA plus NB. ये भी हम जानते हैं. तो NB is very less than NA, तो XB equals to हो जाएगा NB upon NA. The value of NB upon NA, the number of moles of NA equals to होगा W octane upon M octane. 114 equal to 1. NB equals to X upon 40. Because the mass of B component is not given, let their mass is X and the molar mass is given is 440 gram per mole. These values putting in this equation, XB equals to NB 1 plus NB. XB equals to 1 upon 5. So here 1 upon 5 equals to NB upon 1 plus NB. So 5 upon 1 equals to 1 plus 5 NB upon NB. 5 equals to 1 plus 1 upon NB. NB equals to 1 upon 4. The number of moles of B component come out to, it will come 1 upon 4. So NB equals to WB upon MB. The molar mass is 40 and the number of mole 1 upon 4 equals to WB upon 40, and WB equals to 40 upon 4 equal to 10 gram. That means the 10 gram of unknown non-volatile solute is dissolved in solution in which 114 gram of octane is present as a solvent, which decrease their vapor pressure is 80%. Clear? The another topic of solution is ideal solution. It defined as those solutions which obey to Raoult's law are called ideal solution. Those solutions which obey Raoult's law at all concentration at a specific pressure called ideal solution. For ideal solution, Pa equals to P naught A XA, P naught B, Pb equals to P naught B XB. The condition of ideal solution is the interaction force between the A and B solvent and solute. B is always solvent and A is a solute. The interaction force between the A and B is equal to the interaction force of A and B and B in pure state. A and B liquid have a similar structure and polarity, nearly same the size, and the value of delta H mixing equals to 0 and the value of delta V mixing equals to 0. That means the volume is not changed. The initial volume is equal to the final volume, or final volume is equal to the initial volume. That means the final volume is equal to the sum of the final volume is equal to the sum of V1 plus V2. Sum of V1 plus V2. These are the condition of ideal solution. Those solutions which obey to Raoult's law are called ideal solution. For ideal solution, the attraction force between A and A equal to A and A, B and B. The X delta H mixing equals to 0, delta V mixing is 0. Some example of ideal solution is methanol plus ethanol, N-hexane plus N-heptane, benzene plus toluene, ethyl chloride, ethyl bromide, dichloroethane, dibromoethane, bromobenzene and iodobenzene. The trick for remembering ideal solution: one part is common, C2H5, C2H5, C4H, C2H4, C2H4, OH, OH, and the size of the molecules approx equal. The number of carbon of hexane are 6, number of carbon in heptane are 7. Raoult explained the graph in between the mole fraction of A and B on the basis of ideal solution. These are the mole fraction. X equals to 0, X equals to 0, X equals to 1, XB equals to 1. That means the pure B is present in that case, pure A is present in that case. This line is denoted by P naught A because on moving left to right, the amount of A is increased and amount of B is decreased. Therefore, this line show the P naught A vapor pressure of A component in pure state, and this line show the vapor pressure of B component in pure state, because on moving right to left, the number of mole of B are increased but the number of mole of A are decreased. And this line indicate the total vapor pressure of solution mentioned by P equals to Pa plus. Non-ideal solution are those solutions they do not follow to Raoult's law. For this solution, the total vapor pressure is not equals to the sum of partial pressure of component. PA is not equals to P naught AXA, PB is not equals to PB is not equals to P naught B XB, and the sum of total pressure of the solution, that means the experimental pressure, is not equals to the calculated pressure with the help of the Raoult's law. And second condition of non-ideal solution, the force of attraction between the A and B, that means the solvent and solute, is not equals to the force of attraction between the A and B and B. Delta V mixing is not equals to 0 and delta H mixing is not equals to 0. But in special case, the value of delta S mixing is all greater than 0, delta H mixing, delta G mixing less than 0. Because the formation of solution is a spontaneous process, for a spontaneous process the value of delta G is always negative. Delta S is the entropy of the solution is increased because the number of particles of the solute are increased. Therefore, the randomness is always increased. These two things is always fixed, same. They does not depends upon any condition of Raoult's law. Non-ideal solution further classified in two categories. One is non-ideal solution showing the positive deviation and second is non-ideal solution showing the negative deviation. The comparison between the non-ideal solution showing the positive deviation and showing the negative deviation is depends upon the condition of these two condition of the solution. For the solution showing the positive deviation, the PA is greater than P naught A XA, PB is greater than P naught B XB. That means the partial vapor pressure of each component is greater than expected from Raoult's law, and in case of the negative deviation solution, the partial vapor pressure PA is less than P naught A XA, PB is less than P naught B XB. That means the partial vapor pressure of a component is less than expected from Raoult's law. And in case of the attraction force between the A and B is less than A and A. If the value of attraction force is decreased, then formation of the vapors is increased. Due to that reason, the vapor pressure is increased. And in case of the negative deviation, the value of attraction force between A and B is greater than A and B and B. Attraction force in between the molecule is increased. They are closely packed. Due to that reason, the formation of the vapors is decreased. So the vapor pressure is also decreased. The value of delta H mixing is greater than 0. Everything is greater than 0. That means the positive. Delta H mixing is greater than 0. In case of the negative deviation, the delta H mixing is less than 0 and delta V mixing is less than 0. In some example showing the positive deviation and negative deviation. H2O plus बेंजीन. देखिए H2O में जो 2 मॉलिक्यूल्स ऑफ वाटर होते हैं उनमें हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड प्रेजेंट होता है और बेंजीन में कोई हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड प्रेजेंट नहीं होता है. ओनली वैन डर वाल्स फोर्स इज प्रेजेंट इन बेंजीन मॉलिक्यूल. इफ बेंजीन इज मिक्स्ड विथ बेंजीन, H2O में बेंजीन को हम एंटर करते हैं तो इस वाटर मॉलिक्यूल को बेंजीन थोड़ा सा ब्रेक करेगी, तो अट्रैक्शन फोर्स इज डिक्रीज. तो आपको ये ध्यान रखना है कि अगर एक मॉलिक्यूल एक ऐसा है जिसमें हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड प्रेजेंट है, दूसरा कंपाउंड ऐसा है जिसमें हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड प्रेजेंट नहीं है, तो दैट इज द एग्जांपल ऑफ पॉजिटिव डेविएशन. सिमिलरली CH3OH and CH2CH2 is the non-polar solvent. CH3OH is the polar solvent. Water is the polar solvent. Toluene is the non-polar solvent. But in case of negative deviation showing solution, chloroform and acetone. In chloroform, chlorine is attached with the carbon. This electron pair of this bond is shifted towards to chlorine and carbon become the positive and hydrogen also become the negative. Oxygen atom of acetone having the lone pair, by the donation of this lone pair it form these two molecule are from the extra bond. एक एक्स्ट्रा बॉन्ड का फॉर्मेशन करेंगे तो अट्रैक्शन फोर्स बिटवीन द ए एंड बी इज ग्रेटर. ड्यू टू दैट रीजन द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द वेपर इज रिड्यूस एंड द वेपर प्रेशर इज ऑल्सो रिड्यूस. अनदर एग्जाम्पल, C2H5NH2 chloroform, same condition. C2H5NH2 nitrogen containing compound. If nitrogen and oxygen containing compound is present, they donate the lone pair to the polar solvent. And next example are strong acid and water. Strong acid में बहुत सारे acid होते हैं like HCl, H2O, HNO3, H2O, H2SO4, H2O. These are the example of non-ideal solution showing the negative deviation. Trick, remember example of ideal and non-ideal solution. ठीक है, आइडियल सॉल्यूशन को स्टडी करने के लिए हमें कोई टेंशन नहीं है. देखो ये पेज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पेज है. नॉन आइडियल सॉल्यूशन में हम क्या देखते हैं कि ये जो हमारे पास है, वन पार्ट इज कॉमन, C4H9, C4H9, C2H5, C2H5, C6H5, C6H5. ठीक, वन पार्ट इज कॉमन, वन कार्बन इज डिफरेंट इन दिस एग्जाम्पल. ठीक है. नॉन आइडियल सॉल्यूशन शोइंग द पॉजिटिव डेविएशन. पॉजिटिव डेविएशन मोस्टली शोन बाय अल्कोहल, कार्बन डाइसल्फाइड एंड कार्बन टेट्राक्लोराइड. अगर किसी में कार्बन टेट्राक्लोराइड हो, कार्बन डाइसल्फाइड हो और अल्कोहल हो, साथ में कोई दूसरा भी मॉलिक्यूल हो, तो दे शोज द पॉजिटिव डेविएशन. एक्सेप्ट दीज टू दे शोज द नेगेटिव डेविएशन. देखिए, इसमें क्लोरोफॉर्म है, ठीक है, और एसिड नहीं है, और एसीटोन है, यहाँ क्लोरोफॉर्म और बेंजीन है. तो इन दोनों एग्जाम्पल को छोड़कर दीज आर द एक्सेप्शनल केस. एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द एग्जाम्पल विच शोज द नेगेटिव डेविएशन हैविंग द एसिड HCl, H2SO4, HCOOH, CH3COOH, CH3COOH. तो CH3COOH हमें कोई भी एक एसिड होगा ज़रूर. नेगेटिव डेविएशन वो शो करते हैं जिनमें एक एसिड प्रेजेंट होगा, एक्सक्लूडिंग दीज टू एग्जाम्पल. ठीक है. और पॉजिटिव डेविएशन वो शो करते हैं जिसमें एक अल्कोहल हो, कार्बन डाइसल्फाइड हो, या फिर कार्बन टेट्राक्लोराइड हो. अदर कंपाउंड कोई भी होगा. देखो, एसीटोन कार्बन डाइसल्फाइड, एसीटोन कार्बन डाइसल्फाइड, एसीटोन इथेनॉल, कार्बन टेट्राक्लोराइड दिस टॉल्यूइन, बेंजीन और अल्कोहल, बेंजीन एंड अल्कोहल. Alcohol is also present in those solution which showing the positive deviation in Raoult's law. This page is most important. This trick is useful to remember the example of ideal and non-ideal solution. Some graph is also plot showing the positive deviation and negative deviation. देखिए, ये ग्रीन लाइन जो हमें शो कर रही है, ये राउल्ट्स लॉ ने शो किया था. अगर इस लाइन से ऊपर अगर हमें लाइन मिलती है, इफ द लाइन शो अबव दिस डॉटेड लाइन, देन द वेपर प्रेशर इज ग्रेटर देन एक्सपेक्टेड फ्रॉम राउल्ट्स. In case of the positive deviation, the vapor pressure is also greater than expected from Raoult's law. So, in case of positive deviation, this graph is plotted because the forming line, solid line, is the solid line are formed above the dotted line, which shows the greater vapor pressure. Similarly, in case of the negative deviation, in case of the negative deviation, the solid line is drawn below the dotted line that show the low vapor pressure. In case of the negative deviation, the vapor pressure is always lesser than expected from Raoult's law. Therefore, this line, solid line, is below the dotted line, which shows the lesser vapor pressure. And remaining topic of solution I will explain you in next video. Thank you.